Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. This is day 3 of the 4-week program that I am running. I'm going to spend just a minute or two talking about the actual programming for the day, and then spend most of the time talking about the other topic that I wanted to touch upon, which is the equipment or lack thereof when I'm training at this point. So the workout was front squats, push press, and deficit snatch deadlifts, and I added in a regular snatch deadlift. When I do a snatch deadlift, I'm trying to mimic the snatch form as much as possible. Once I get heavy, my hips kind of rise too much, but the idea is to mimic the same mechanics of an actual snatch, with the hips being a bit lower, not essentially just doing a snatch grip deadlift. But the front squats, they were supposed to be sets of 5 up to 265. I was feeling pretty good. My left hip or slash IT band was kind of tight, but the weights were moving really well. So I bumped the top set up to 275, and then I did a top single, and it was kind of hard, but not really hard. Like, I definitely could have done a lot more weight. I think like 30 more pounds I would have been good for that day. But I was happy with that. Did the drop sets, and same thing happened on push press. It was moving well. Did the top set of 5 with 205, and then did a quick single at 225, and then the drop sets, and then the snatch grip deadlifts. Kind of the same thing. Pulls almost always feel good. It just is if I can maintain the proper technique when I do those. But that being said, that was a workout for the day. You notice in the couple videos that I have posted so far with these workouts that I don't have any assistive equipment outside of straps, which are a necessity to prevent your hands just getting frictioned to death. And also the cloth sleeves. If you see the little black and gray sleeves, those are the same kind of material that you get from cloth sleeves from Walmart. They provide zero support, and the only thing they do is a little bit of warmth. One of the things that's annoying at my gym is there is constantly fans that are on. Um, these fans that are on don't do a terribly. They keep you cold, but it isn't like when I talk about this, it isn't extreme. Like, it's still very hot outside. They have AC running inside the building. The fans aren't really that high up on the ceiling, so you do feel the wind or the breeze from them down, and I don't like that feeling. But it also, because it has air conditioning inside the building, if you are sweating and you are sitting down and then you have the fans on, you get cold from that. Which, if you're just a normal person, because it is a commercial space, it doesn't really matter if you don't sweat that much or your joints don't remain that warm. But when I'm trying to snatch and stuff, I kind of need that to have happen. So having something that cover my leg, my knees in particular, is almost essential because I just get tight. Like, it's actually really annoying. You'll warm up, and if you sit for 2 minutes, then your knees get tight because the fans are blowing cold air essentially on your knees, which is very annoying with that. So the cloth sleeves become a necessity. That's why I normally have something on most of the time. I had a couple of days where I didn't. Recently, I think last week I didn't. But it's just too uncomfortable to do that. The general reason to not go to the heavy sleeves, the SPDs, or to throw on the wrist wraps or anything like that is I'm trying to avoid the assist equipment for a little bit. And assistive equipment in the sense that I kind of like, all right, I'm going heavy. I'm going to put on this. I'm going to put on that because I'm going heavy. It kind of prevents me from going heavy. And if I'm going heavy without sleeves or anything, then I can justify it to myself a little bit more. And it helps to build that confidence with weights where I don't need that, the SPD sleeves to clean whatever weight. I don't need the wrist straps on to do a jerk with whatever weight. So it kind of builds that confidence, and it's something I'm trying to avoid for the time being. That and also the belt. That was a big one I forgot. I think the belt really helped with my squatting. And even though it was it's a belt that's literally older than me, and it's not a super nice belt, I think it's a belt that helped nevertheless. And I don't want to use that as a crutch. I want to use it as a performance enhancer essentially, and not have it on for a little bit, build that strength, and then once I do a cycle with that stuff on, then hopefully hit some more squat PRs, hit some more snatch, clean and jerk PRs, all that stuff. Although I don't wear the belt when I snatch because it gets in the way, but for cleans and clean and jerks and squats and stuff like that, definitely will throw that on. But I kind of want to avoid it for a little bit just to kind of build that strength. That was something that my roommate, essentially my coach, roommate, and he mentioned how I had trained without a belt for like 6 months, and I actually even longer than that. I trained for without a belt for quite a while, just because I couldn't find one at my house, and I just happened to find this old belt that I started to wear like a month or two ago, and then my squat and everything started blowing up. So it kind of correlates, but I don't think it's anything like crazy amount that stuff puts on. It definitely does help, more than nothing though. So that's about it that I wanted to talk about in this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you all in the next episode.